This is the Brownstone Center News Update for Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. Canada's ruling Liberal Party will form the country's next government after winning Monday's national election, CBC News projects. The public broadcaster says it remains too close to determine whether Prime Minister Mark Carney's Liberals will form a majority government. The election pitted the Liberals against the Conservatives, who are on track to remain in oppositions. Leader Pierre Poilievre is projected to lose his riding. In an acceptance speech, Carney focused on global trade and the threat of U.S. annexation. Amazon has launched 27 satellites as part of Project Cooper, the tech giant's mission to build a global broadband network from space to rival SpaceX's Starlink system. If all goes according to plan, Amazon's high-speed internet service will feature over 3,000 satellites, be integrated into cloud computing arm, and be available to customers later this year. This marks the latest move in the ongoing space race between Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Duolingo plans to slowly stop using contractors to do work that AI can handle, per an email from co-founder and CEO Louis Van Ahn that was shared on LinkedIn. The language learning company will become AI first, including a major rethink of how it works with contractors, hiring, and performance reviews. The changes aim to help employees focus on creative work and real problems. They echo a recent move at Shopify, where teams were instructed to see what AI can do before asking for additional headcount. The White House is considering offering automakers relief from tariffs on imported vehicles and parts, according to multiple outlets, citing anonymous sources, of course. Per the Wall Street Journal, which first reported the news, the proposed changes involve easing the duties on some imported parts used for cars manufactured in the U.S., as well as provisions to prevent automakers who are already paying tariffs on foreign-made vehicles from being hit with additional charges. Audio streaming giant Spotify has beat expectations in the first quarter, adding subscribers despite higher prices and economic headwinds. Monthly active users grew 10% to 678 million, and premium subscribers jumped 12% to 268 million. Spotify's profit for the quarter come in at around $250 million. Making a truly all-American product during the Trump tariff era is either impossible, extremely difficult, or extremely costly, the Wall Street Journal reports. It spoke with executives or owners of various U.S. businesses, manufacturers of pickup truck organizers, coat hangers, and factory machinery, who say they're scrambling to adjust. In the case of Rapid Plastics high-end hangers, components sourced from China have doubled in price. Its co-owner says the federal government should make exceptions for specialized components. Hope you like Slurpees, Elder Emos. 7-Eleven has snagged the naming rights to Live Nation's When We Were Young, a pop, punk, and emo festival held annually in Las Vegas. It's the first time Live Nation has sold the rights for a U.S. festival, though the entertainment giant has previously done so overseas. Post-pandemic advertisers are increasingly interested in experiential marketing, finding it an effective way to connect with younger consumers and build social media buzz. Amazon doesn't want to shoulder the blame for the cost of President Donald Trump's trade war, so the e-commerce giant will soon show how much Trump's tariffs are adding to the price of each product to a person familiar with the plan. The shopping site will display how much of an item's cost is derived from tariffs right next to the product's total listed price. President Donald Trump directed Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth and U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi to determine how the U.S. military could be used for domestic law enforcement yesterday. In an executive order titled Strengthening and Unleashing America's Law Enforcement, To pursue criminals and protect innocent civilians, Trump issued several directives, including the establishment of a legal defense mechanism for law enforcement officers and a crackdown on state and local officials who willfully and unlawfully direct the obstruction of criminal law, included by directly and unlawfully prohibiting law enforcement officers from carrying out their duties. He also ordered Hegseth and Bondi to determine how military and national security assets and personnel can most be effectively utilized to prevent crime. Beyonce was joined on stage by her daughters Blue Ivy Carter and Rumi Carter at the opening night of her Cowboy Carter tour last night, April 28th. The family moment created an instant highlight in what critics are already calling one of the most ambitious concert productions of the year. Check this out. Most adorable seeing Rumi join her sister and her mother on stage. For more news and information that you can use, always head over to brownstoneworldwide.com for your daily deals and coupons as we slide into graduation season and Mother's Day, which is May 11th. Don't forget to check us out on Cityscape Radio as well for sounds that you remember, as well as podcasts that will keep you intrigued. Don't forget to follow me also on Substack under the name Paulette on the Mic. And don't forget also to get your free issue of Brownstone Living magazine before the new issue of Brownstone Living magazine drops this weekend. We'll see you around.
Welcome to Brownstone.